Even though I'm sometimes unsure of myself, I'm open to the idea of having more confidence instead. Even though I sometimes hold myself back, I'm open to the idea that I could feel comfortable in any situation. Even though I sometimes doubt my abilities, I'm open to the idea that I could be capable of more than I realize. Even though I sometimes feel like a fraud, I'm open to the idea that it's okay to feel that way. Even though I sometimes feel anxious, I'm open to the idea that that could change. Even though I sometimes feel discouraged with myself, I'm willing to consider forgiving myself instead. Even though I sometimes play small, I'm willing to consider that I might actually have a lot to offer. Even though I learned to be hard on myself, I'm willing to try being kind instead. Even though I'm not sure how, I'm open to the idea that I can be more confident in myself and my goals. Even though I'm sometimes unsure of myself, I'm ready to let that go and cultivate confidence instead. Even though I sometimes hold myself back, I'm ready to start taking baby steps to put myself out there more. Even though I sometimes doubt my abilities, I'm ready to strengthen my skills. Even though I sometimes feel like a fraud, I'm ready to admit that those feelings aren't actually true. Even though I sometimes feel anxious, I'm ready to become the person who remembers to breathe. Even though I sometimes feel discouraged with myself, I'm ready to allow those moments to teach me. Even though I sometimes play small, I'm ready to start offering my gifts and strengths where I can. Even though I learn to be hard on myself, I'm ready to let that go and be kind to myself instead. Even though I'm still not sure how, I'm ready to figure it out and feel good in my own skin. Even though I'm sometimes unsure of myself, I choose to take more leaps of faith anyway. Even though I've held myself back in the past, I choose to step forward more and more. Even though I've doubted my abilities, I choose to remember I'm good enough and always getting better. Even though I sometimes feel like a fraud, I choose to remember it's okay to not be perfect. Even though I sometimes feel anxious, I choose to breathe and remember that this too shall pass. Even though I sometimes feel discouraged with myself, I choose to remember that it's okay to be human. Even though I sometimes play small, I choose to remember I'm still a big deal. Even though I learn to be hard on myself, I choose to let that old habit go now. Even though I'm not totally sure how yet, I choose to remember I can figure it out. I choose to remember I am safe. I choose to remember I am enough. I choose to remember I am loved. I choose to remember to love myself. I choose to remember I'm still growing. I choose to remember that's okay. I choose to keep on learning. I choose to put myself out there so I can keep growing. I choose to remember I can do this. I'm capable of doing hard things. I've done harder things than this. I'm capable of doing this too. I am doing this. I am ready for this. I am figuring this out, and that's okay. I am imperfect and still good enough. I am imperfect and still worthy. I am imperfect and still have so much to offer. I am imperfect and I still like myself. I am imperfect and I'm still up for the task. I am grateful for these opportunities. I am grateful for my own progress. I am grateful for all I'm learning. I am figuring this out. I am getting better and better every day. I am relentless in what matters. I am clear on what I need to do next. I am clear on who I am. I am clear on who I'm becoming. I am capable. I am confident. I've got this. Thank you, thank you, thank you.